Well, with an FA Cup semi-final secured at the end of the month, City can now fully focus on their target of Champions League qualification. In one of the tightest tussles in recent memory, only 4 points separate 7 teams, all hoping to grab a top 4 slot. And with Liverpool, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest seemingly out of sight above them, it might be one of those races that goes right down to the final weekend of the campaign. And now Leicester have possession near the halfway line. Doku wins it back though for the Blues, and he gets beyond Ndidi and he keeps on running, and on it goes to Savinho. Savinho gets to the byline, plays it backwards, and Grealish tucks it in, and City are in front already. We've not even reached the end of the second minute, and Jack Grealish, well, it will mean an awful lot to him, you know. He hasn't scored a Premier League goal since December 2023. Well, he has done now, and the Blues in front already.
It looked like Doku had forced Savinho a little bit too wide. Savinho showed great composure on the touchline, just tucked the ball back and then just found the perfect path. And it's really just about hitting the target from Jack. The keeper's dead. We just watch it back here now. Brilliant from Doku, just nicks it in that little pocket. Now I thought this pass here could have put Savinho in. It's a little bit strong, tucks back in, and then Jack just arrives at a penalty spot. And as long as he hits a target, the keepers never get in there. Brilliant start from City, a disaster for Leicester.
Thomas, little flick from El Kanous. Ndidi tries to get beyond Diaz. Christensen plays it into the gap for Ndidi, and Leicester are coming to the edge of the penalty area. Ndidi in the left wing position. Back it goes to El Kanous. El Kanous tries the bender. I tell you what, he set it out wide of the far post, tried to whip it in, and he probably got it wrong by about a metre, but that was a good attempt.
Yeah, it's a great effort. I don't think it's really threatened, Ali. We're right behind it. I don't think he's going to be able to bring it back, but it was enough to make Edison full stretch.
Diaz finds O'Reilly. O'Reilly pushes it out wide to Doku. Doku up against Justin again, down that left-hand side, or the right-hand side as Leicester look at it. Doku still inside to O'Reilly. O'Reilly tackled by Sumare. Breaks for Gundogan. Diaz pops it into the area. Out comes Hermansen, who loses it, and Marmoush makes it 2-0. It's a horror story for Hermansen. It's a shocker, it really is. Credit to Marmoush. Snaffle the chance, hit the underside of the crossbar, but in it went. And poor old Hermansen has gifted City the second goal. And Omar Marmoush, well, he scored a vital goal on Sunday, scores another tonight. It's 6 now for Marmoush, 5 in the Premier League. City lead 2-0.
Yeah, right man at the right time. You know, right place, Ali. I mean, yes, you know, we're stating the obvious with the keeper. It's had a complete, absolute stinker there. It's a simple ball to deal with. Quite ironic, Ali, that the 2 goals have come from their mistakes.
We're in the 33rd minute. On our monitor in front of us, a big fat close-up of Pep Guardiola up in the gods, watching from on high. And he's watching Savinho, who gets into the penalty area, and he plays it across, and it reaches Marmoush, and Marmoush, oh, it was deflected twice, I think, and cleared in the end by Sumare. I wasn't sure who got the first block, and I wasn't sure who got the second, but there was plenty of Leicester players back. Oh dear, that's a poor challenge on from Vardy on Marmoush. He sends Marmoush to the deck, and Marmoush is in a heap, and Vardy gets a yellow card, and let's hope Marmoush hasn't got a bad injury there. It was not a good challenge.
No, they just cut across each other. It was a mistake from Vardy, and when he goes across his body there, he just sticks. That's just a sore one, Ali. That'll just be a bit tender. I don't think there's anything in there to think that there's anything more than just we're looking at that chance again. There's 4 or 5 bodies in there. It's difficult to get your shots off, especially be able to hit the target.
There's only a 2-man wall in front of Savinho, so let's have a look. Yeah, it's a Gundogan cross, it's over everyone. Gvardiol then plays it in, comes back again, hit by Marmoush first time, and Leicester get it away again. Gvardiol picks it up on the edge of the area, up towards Doku. Doku takes on and beats Justin, and then takes a tumble in the area. City say that has to be a penalty. Darren England says it's a corner. VAR will have a look at it. The City players are absolutely convinced that was a penalty. Doku went down. Let's have a look at the replay. The ball comes into Doku. He gets beyond. Oh, that has to be a penalty.
He misses him, man. I think he's had to step over him. If his foot stays there, he definitely catches him.
Onward it goes to Doku in the left wing position. Comes inside of Christensen. Plays it into the gap for Gundogan. Gundogan back to Grealish. City on the edge of the area. Gundogan flips in a ball, and a brilliant effort from Savinho. And Hermansen atones for his error with a lovely reflex palm over the crossbar. That will make the goalkeeper feel a whole lot better.
Oh, the combination play is quite brilliant over on the right-hand side. Gundogan is so clever.
Nico pushes it into O'Reilly. O'Reilly wider still to Doku. Doku comes inside, gets the better of Justin. Still with Doku, then he trod on the ball and allows Leicester to win the ball back. And they have it with El Canous, but he's lost it. And Grealish is onto it. And Grealish hits the shot, and it was blocked. It was blocked. Grealish says, was that a foul?
No, it's not, is it? No, I think Jack's just kicked the side of his foot. So, no, we can't for that one.
Gundogan now, a little bit of space for him. Plays it into Grealish. Grealish crosses the halfway line. Plays it into Doku. Doku to O'Reilly. O'Reilly turns and faces his own goal. Plays it back to Gundogan. Gundogan on to Grealish. Midway inside the Leicester half. Grealish taps it back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol plays it into Diaz. Diaz wide to Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes comes in off the line. Good darting run, actually. Keeps on going. Plays it to Marmoush. Marmoush back to Savinho. Savinho out wide to Grealish. Grealish on to Doku. Doku across the face of the goal. And in the end, I think it's Marmoush who puts it wide.
Oh, there's some brilliant play in there. It's so sharp, the movement. A great bit of pace from Nunes, who's just stepped away, and then it's just everything's perfect up until the final moment. Moves the ball, Jack, the little disguised ball into Doku. We just look at back here now. There's some really good play here.
And now he will come on, Oscar Bob, and he'll get a massive round of applause. Savinho's coming off, just nothing, no injury, and Bob is going to get a little cameo right at the end here. City fans know that Bob was their best player in pre-season. There was high hopes he was going to have a sensational campaign, but injury has blighted him, and at last we see
Oh, that's a lovely, lovely reception, Ali. And I was going to say that just before you said it. Me and you did a couple of games in pre-season, and he was brilliant. He was the standout player, wasn't he?
Lewis hooks it away up towards Grealish. Wout fast gets to the ball, and Ricardo Pereira, with a really good piece of skill, tries to get to a crossing position, whips it in, and Ederson takes the ball. I think that's the first time Ederson's had it with his gloves today.
Yeah, and it wasn't a shot, it was a pullback, it was a cross. And that's just ticking over now, Ali, into final moment.
Now we're in the final seconds of the game, and City's first half work has been enough. There goes the final whistle. Well, at this time of the season, all you do is make sure you win the game. Doesn't matter if it's extravagant or tonight's, which was a fairly routine victory. A goal in the second minute by Jack Grealish after Doku had dispossessed Ndidi. Savinho squared it, Grealish tucked it in, and from that moment on you felt City would probably go on and win the game handsomely. That didn't quite materialise. Marmoush made it 2 after a dreadful error from the goalkeeper Hermansen, who dropped the ball pretty much at his feet. And either side of that, we're struggling to remember another chance really for either side, and in truth the game petered out. But 3 points are 3 points, and City have won the game, and they will go up to 4th. The final score, City 2, Leicester 0.